Hello everybody, it is Adam from Adam's Anime World. Welcome to a new video, and this is just a quick update on something that I mentioned in my video this morning about the new Ghost in the Shell series. If you watch the video, then you'll know that I mentioned at one point that it says in the Anime News Network article about the streaming on Amazon Prime Video on July the 7th would be a early exclusive in Japan. Now, what I said this morning was I said that sounds to me like the West would get the streaming after Japan, as in like not on the same day. I've done a bit of digging around during the day today trying to get some clarification on this. I even went as far as I emailed Anime News Network to try and get clarification on whether this was the case or not. As of right now, it is 3:30 p.m. here in the UK, and I haven't had a response from Anime News Network yet. However, like I said, I've done a bit of digging around, and it would appear that I have got some sort of clarification on this. It's not from Anime News Network, though. It's from Scott Emson from Anime Blu-ray UK. So I want to shout out Scott for letting me know about this. So basically, it would appear that my prediction may be correct here. Now, I want to bring up what Scott sent me on Twitter about half an hour ago. At this point, 20 minutes, half an hour ago, regarding this. Basically, how this came up was I read Scott's article about the show and about the trailer coming out, and there was a line in his article which basically almost confirmed what I thought. So I asked Scott for clarification. I said, it says this in your article, is this 100% the case or not? So my laptop's being a bit slow here. I have a really old laptop and it's quite slow, so I probably should have loaded this up before I started the video, really, but there we are. Don't need that. Notifications, there we go. Apologies for the delay here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, yes, so I asked Scott, basically, is this the case? And his response was, and this was 30 minutes ago, his response was, and I quote, "The news article on the official Ghost in the Shell website does say, quote, the Ghost in the Shell is scheduled to premiere in Japan on July the 7th, 2026. Release dates and distribution details for other regions will be announced at a later date." Now, this leads me to believe that it's quite likely that the West will not be getting this on July the 7th. Because if the West was getting this on July the 7th, then, it would just say streaming worldwide on July the 7th. Yes, it looks very likely that regions outside of Japan will not be getting this on July the 7th. I'm also loading up the Ghost in the Shell website as I speak to get their exact wording. I'm assuming it's exactly the same as what Scott put in the great new poster for it, which I didn't mention earlier. It is the Puppet Master arc, by the way. I've had that confirmed, because if you remember from the video this morning, also, I wasn't 100% sure that it was the Puppet Master arc. I saw something about it being the Puppet Master arc, and it would actually appear it's the Puppet Master arc. It says, composed entirely, this is from the Ghost in the Shell website, by the way, composed entirely of brand new anime footage, the third promotional video showcases the Shell Squad, as they're calling it, Section 9, in action while teasing the intense drama surrounding the mysterious hacker known as the Puppet Master. So it is the Puppet Master arc, blah, blah, blah. Where does it say about the streaming? I must have missed it. Oh yes, The Ghost in the Shell is scheduled to premiere in Japan on July the 7th. Release dates and distribution details for other regions will be announced at a later date. Yes, so it would appear to me that the West is not getting this on July the 7th, which is a shame, because I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be doing things, to watch this at the time. I know that I have some plans for this. I will probably use a VPN, and I'll be quite honest about this, because it's not like I'm doing any sort of nefarious thing. Well, sort of. I'm probably going to buy an Amazon Prime subscription in Japan and watch it using a VPN. And yes, I know there probably won't be English subtitles, so I will have to just sort of go with the flow. I mean, if it's anything more than... If they come out and say it's anything more than, like... If they come out and say, oh, it will be streaming worldwide on, like, August the 1st, or some shit like that, I'm going to be like, I'm not waiting that long. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not going to wait that long to watch this. If it's longer than, like, a week, I probably won't wait. I will at least endeavour to watch the first episode on July the 7th. Going forward after that, I may wait the delay. I'm assuming there's going to be a delay in the West. It does sound like a delayed streaming in the West is quite likely at this point. But we shall see. I'll leave a link to Scott's article in the description. I'll also leave a link to the Ghost in the Shell news article on their own website about this. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think it's going to be a delayed streaming? Do you think it's not? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.